So I left Ajax right before high school, and I was in high school right at grade 9 in Mississauga. And that's where I was still heavily into basketball and sports, but that's when my musical kind of experiences started happening. Even though it was kind of peripheral, like I wasn't really interested, I was kind of like, oh, what's going on over here? So a little band from Streetsville called To Each His Own used to rehearse in my basement with my brother, my older brother. He's 3 years older, and he was in a band with 3 of the members from another Streetsville band called Pezz, which became Billy Talent. So when I was in grade 10, 11, right before I started playing drums, Aaron, the original drummer from Billy Talent, his drum kit was in my basement. John Gallant, the bass player, Ben, the singer, they'd come to my basement, my brother's house, my house, and rehearse once, twice, 3 times a week. And I'd be on the driveway, literally playing basketball, and I'd see the guys. Hey guys, they'd go downstairs. I'd take a break and go down and watch them. And I was just kind of like, what is this? What's happening? Guys screaming, bass players rocking out, the drummer smashing the drums. It's really loud. For some reason, my parents didn't care. Getting just exposed to that like mystical world of rock and roll. Like there was, if my parents weren't home, there'd be guys drinking beers, there'd be guys smoking cigarettes, which is like smoking cigarettes. So they're smoking joints. Like it. So I had that kind of happening in my life, not knowing that, I would be entering that world shortly. So at the time I would listen to those guys play and the stuff that they would cover, and they're doing like a Doors cover, or they're doing like a Black Sabbath cover, or like whatever they were kind of into. That became my influences. My older brother, I don't give him credit enough, because he was always a good, he used to listen to Jimi Hendrix. He used to tell me, you should check out Jimi Hendrix. You should check out Led Zeppelin. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't have good headphones back there that I could take out on the driveway and play basketball to, right? So I was like, how would I listen to music while I'm doing the thing that I do all the time? So, but he definitely started to put those bugs into my ear of rock and roll. So, yeah.
It's crazy the success and longevity that Billy Talent's had. I mean, I remember back in, I guess, about 2003 when they exploded, and just recently their album from last year, Crisis of Faith. So every year I do an episode, the best albums of the year, and I had Crisis of Faith as one of the 9 best albums of the year. Despite them being big for 20 years, this is their first album where all 3 singles went to #1 on rock radio. So it's the most success they've ever had on radio with an album at this, all the way through the career. And I love that new album so much. I went out to see them in Ottawa with Rise Against. And cool. My favorite band of all time is Winter Sleep from the East Coast. And their drummer, Lowell Campbell. I look up, and the drummer from my favorite band is playing with Billy Talent. And I was like, this is amazing. So